You guys, I just want to come back here and say I totally was right about instance of. I just put the capitals in wrong, which of course, this is a great lesson in computer science, right? If you put capitals in wrong, it doesn't see it as the same thing. So there's this really cool operator called instance of. It's sort of like equals equals. It's not a method, okay? It's what it is it's saying if your class is an or if your object is an instance of a specific class, it'll return true. If it's not, it'll return false. So I took out all the rest of that mess of code, and now I'm going to use instance of. See that right there? I just had a capital O here, which is why it didn't work before. This is super cool. It's an operator, like I said, so it's like equals equals, or like not equals, or like less than or equal to, or greater than, meaning it's going to help you return a Boolean. Now, what you have to have on the right side is some sort of class, and what you want to have on the left side is some sort of object. So the cool thing about this is it's a really easy way for us to check if something is an instance of a class. And that way, when we're using downcasting, which is what we're doing here, we always, I can't stress this enough, always want to use this if statement with the instance of right here to check whether or not we are using our object is the right class. Our object is an instance of the correct class at runtime, because otherwise we're going to have some funny error about how this doesn't exist inside of here. And why even do that to ourselves? The best way to code is to save yourself before you get to a runtime error. So this instance of operator is the cool thing that helps us do that. And I think that's it. I mean, I'll run it again so you can see that instance of works. Sorry about that mishap before. But so you can just see it, the whole thing, everything turned out the same. And that this just worked as an if statement. Yes, bank one was an instance of savings account, so we could do this. We could even do this and say, let's do it up here. If, and we'll change this to bank two. Now what's cool is, if I had downcasted as the wrong thing, okay, it's usually going to throw me an error. But see, it's not going to throw me an error here because downcasting doesn't do that. So what this is going to do is it's going to ensure that I'm not going to get an error at runtime, because I won't even enter this statement. So even though a checking account doesn't have an annual interest rate, I'm not even going to enter this statement because this will return false and it'll skip right over it. So let's show that. There you go. No error at all. So you always want to use that if statement there. That's it for this. We do have a class meeting. That's changed also. Let me go back to that. I changed some of the assignments around because we have less things to do. We aren't doing multiple choice. For sure, I'm not going to do any multiple choice on inheritance or polymorphism because we're not going through it. We are having our class discussion on the 26th of March instead of the 24th of March, so you guys have a little more time. I do want you to do the Old McDonald Lab. You can start it early. It's really, I think it's fairly easy. So you can do that on March 29th, or it's due on March 29th. Sorry. So you have like 5 days to do it, and it's pretty easy. I think 45, to be honest, was a little bit, I don't know, 45 minutes, just like a little bit of extra time. It shouldn't take you more than 45 minutes for sure. You have a couple of Head First Java assignments, and then I am going to have you guys do group projects with your groups. I know that it's remote. I think I'm doing that for 2 reasons. Number one, I feel like it's good for you guys. Especially since we're going to do the free response section of the test. I think it's really, really important that we hone our skills on the free response section. And I also think it's good for you guys to see each other or have social contact with each other. So please be aware that this stuff, I won't make it due at this time. I'll just make it due on March 30th. How about by 11:59 p.m.? This one on April 1st by 11:59 p.m. That way, between your group, and I gave you guys all the emails in a different document, that you will, I'll put the link here when I'm ready. I haven't formed it yet, but you will be able to contact your group, and that way you guys will be able to do your group project at any time in that day that you have a window. I don't really care if you start it before either. It doesn't bother me. It'll be up, not today, maybe Monday. And that way you guys will have some time. Please take the time, contact the people in your group. Please take the time to get together, whether that's through Zoom conferencing, which you guys should all have, or through FaceTime or something like that. I really, really, really want you all to work together on this. Thanks for hanging in there. You guys have a good weekend, and I will see you all on, I believe the 26th is a Thursday. So next Thursday, we'll all be meeting, and the time will be from 9:30 until 10:30. So that is required. So I'll be seeing you guys from 9:30 to 10:30. Okay, so let me know along the way if you guys have any questions about anything, or if you want to set up a Zoom conference with me separately, please feel free. Hope you guys are well.